And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Going deep here for Bryant. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 4 yards. And they'll run it here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff looking right. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
14,
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Newton. It's caught to the right side of Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Got him in right side, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. Got a man, it's the rookie from Maryland, DJ Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone now, Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
To the air again, Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Out left side here to Bryant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first. First and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. And now we won't see a play on first. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now for the point after. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there at 22. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 95. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar. Just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Do something. Ready? Like 80.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 4. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. On 1st down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Bryant with a catch right side. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. An update from down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30.
20. You got set. 180.
Newton now to throw. Forced out to his left. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Fights through at the 5. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue.
And this is going to be intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mario Addison in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken at the 37. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Come on now. Do something. Hey. 4 down. Express. Set. 180.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. A good pickup there at 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here's McCaffrey, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. And they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And out now come the Seahawks. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. From the gun, Wilson. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
20. You're going to set. Ready, ready.
2nd and 10, Newton again. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And these guys are going to hand the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This is Carson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Panthers have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Gun. Hey. Hey. Be ready. Hey. Hey. Motion.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey. Ready. 180.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Throwing again is Newton. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey. 20.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, McCaffrey, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
He's going to get it running right. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This is taken at the 3. They will take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. Does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, Do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Wilson wants to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 23 yards on the play. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good-sized play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And they'll run it here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Look at the spin.
Balance.
A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, anything, they've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. To throw on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Now Newton on first down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. One last throw here for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now in desperation. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Money back. Money back. Money back. money back, money back, money back, money back. From the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all think so. Don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He made sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walked into the booth and attack. I hit this button, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Hey, back on Monday, throw rock body. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, he can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all think so. Don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I'm in 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby,